Good evening, I'm Sonika Loganathan, and welcome to Above the Fold. In this episode, we dig deep into what the US judge's ruling on Trump's H-1B visa fee actually means, an update on the many developments in West Bengal's politics, and fresh developments in the CMRL case. So stay tuned for our full report. India woke up this morning to news that a US judge had struck down President Donald Trump's $100,000 H-1B visa fee. The federal judge said that the fee constituted an unlawful tax that Congress never authorized. US District Judge Leo Sorokin in Boston issued the ruling in a lawsuit filed by 20 Democratic state attorneys generals challenging the fee. The H-1B program offers 65,000 visas annually, with another 20,000 visas for workers with advanced degrees, approved for 3 to 6 years. President Trump signed a proclamation last September that added the $100,000 fee for new H-1B visa applications. The fee before Trump's order typically only cost employers around $2,000 to $5,000. Court filings show that the increase in fees discouraged H-1B visa requests. In a March filing, the administration said that as of February 15th, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services received just 85 payments of the $100,000 fee. U.S.-based India diaspora groups celebrated the ruling, with one group saying that the decision restores predictability and fairness to the employment-based immigration system, and that access to highly skilled global talent remains essential for the continued growth of U.S.'s technology, healthcare, and advanced manufacturing sectors. But President Trump is not happy. Here's what he told reporters shortly after the ruling.
These federal judges are really giving us a hard time. It's really crazy what's going on with the court system. They are giving us a very, very hard time, and they shouldn't be doing it. They're hurting our country very badly.
So, what does this judgment mean for Indian workers in the US and those hoping to land a visa? And what does it mean for relations between Delhi and DC? I spoke to our foreign correspondent, Sriram Lakshman, to understand where the situation stands now. So, USCIS data shows us that only 85 payments of the $100,000 fee were received as of February. So, can you give us an understanding of what the implications of this ruling are and how it's going to affect Indian workers in the US, people who are aspiring to work in the US, and also American companies?
So this is an important ruling in the entire H-1B debate, but it's not the end of the story because, as you know, the Trump administration has already said that it plans to appeal the ruling. Now, this is a shot in the debate that's in favor of companies that want to use H-1B talent. And it's not just companies, Sonika, it's also hospitals and universities. In fact, this lawsuit, which was brought by attorneys general across 20 states, argued that hospitals and universities are also being affected. So it's an important point in their favor, but it's not the end of the road. We're going to have to see what happens in terms of the administration's actions, and ultimately, if this goes to the Supreme Court, how the Supreme Court rules. In terms of how it affects Indians in America who are already on H-1Bs, it doesn't really affect them because the fee was for first-time applicants, first-time petitions, not for renewals. The fee no longer exists as of today because the judges said nationwide it doesn't apply. For now, it doesn't, unless they get a stay on his order. So this former fee, we should say, did not apply to F1 visas as well, holders as well. But it did apply to people, say, planning to go to the United States on an H-1B from India. And for them, it will be, I imagine, psychological relief today. And it's going to open up one of the most high-value, skilled migrant pathways in the world if the ruling lasts. I think you probably know that the Trump administration, one of its hallmarks is uncertainty. So I think right now, and I was just on the phone with an industry insider in the United States who is very involved with all this. And the general sense is right now it's wait and watch. Don't get too excited and, don't start planning processes yet.
So President Trump has said that he's not happy with this ruling. What do you think the implications will be on the India-US relationship, especially given that it is in a slightly strained position right now?
Look, I think first, from the point of view of New Delhi, the government is going to, regardless of what they say, because normally they just say these visa issues are internal to the other country. We're not going to wade into this matter. But privately, they're going to be relieved because one of the constraints, at least for today, for now, on this very important people to people pathway, has been eased for now. So the government is privately going to, my guess is, be happy about this. But in terms of the US India relationship, I actually don't think it's going to affect the relationship one way or the other because there's already a very strong people to people connect that exists. And B, that relationship is more focused right now on trade, as you know, and trade deals, whether they can be struck or not. It's focused on where does India stand in the US's global strategy with regard to, say, China, its semiconductors, supply chains. Those big issues are what determine the health of the India-US relationship rather than a single court ruling.
The political turmoil within the Trinamool Congress continues to deepen in West Bengal. Rebel factions have reached out to the BJP. There's a battle for the leader of the opposition post, and now CID officers are at Mamata Banerjee's residence in a forgery case. The crisis is multifold, so here are the latest developments.
The internal crisis within the Trinamool Congress has taken another dramatic turn. In the latest development, West Bengal CID officers spent nearly 2 hours searching former Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's Kolkata residence. The search is linked to allegations that the signatures of now expelled MLAs Ritabarta Banerjee and Sandeepan Saha were forged on a letter nominating Subhandev Chattopadhyay as the leader of the opposition in the assembly. The search was carried out after investigators noted that the address mentioned in the disputed letter corresponded to Mamata Banerjee's residence, which also functions as a TMC office. The development came while Mamata Banerjee was in New Delhi a day after attending the India Bloc meeting. The controversy comes amid a wider leadership battle within the party. On June 3rd, a rebel bloc of 58 MLAs elected Ritabarta Banerjee as the new leader of the opposition, a move later recognized by Assembly Speaker Ratindra Bose. The crisis escalated further on Monday when the Trinamool Congress moved the Kolkata High Court, challenging the Speaker's decision, maintaining that its official nominee remains Subhandev Chattopadhyay. The matter is expected to be heard on Thursday. Also on Monday, several rebel Trinamool Congress MPs met Union Minister and BJP's West Bengal observer Bhupendra Yadav in New Delhi, fueling speculation that they could break away from the party and support the BJP-led NDA government at the centre. Responding to the development, Mamata Banerjee loyalist Kalyan Banerjee accused the rebel MPs of siding with the BJP, saying their leader was now Narendra Modi and urging them to stop identifying themselves as Trinamool Congress MPs. Reports suggest the rebel group, comprising around 20 MPs, is exploring the formation of a separate bloc, with Barasat MP Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar emerging as a key phase of the faction.
Let's now turn to the Hindu Roundup for some of our exclusive content. Today's editorial, titled Unity in Diversity, on the India Bloc meeting, discusses yesterday's meeting of opposition parties to discuss the new framework to fight back against the BJP. They discussed economic distress, inflation, and chaos in the educational sector, and committed to finding ways to press the BJP to take accountability for governance failures. The meeting came despite major cracks within the India Bloc alliance, with parties like the DMK and the Aam Aadmi Party absent from the meeting. Still, the editorial says that despite the internal rifts, the bloc's participants agree that checkmating the BJP is vital to maintaining the health of India's democracy, and the formation of a progressive secular India still hinges on the Congress. Tap the card above to watch the editorial on the Hindu Originals YouTube channel. Popular educator and YouTuber Khan Sir is back in focus after a Patna court stayed his arrest in connection with the firing incident at his coaching institute. While allowing the investigation to continue, the court made it clear that no coercive action, including arrest, can be taken against Khan Sir for now. The court, however, rejected the bail plea of rival coaching institute owner Roshan Anand, who was arrested in the case. The incident allegedly stemmed from a rivalry between the two coaching centers and escalated into an attack on a security guard at Khan Sir's institute, followed by his bodyguards firing in the air. The matter will be heard next on June 12th. In Kerala, the Enforcement Directorate summoned former Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan's daughter, T. Veena. The ED asked her to appear before investigators in Kochi on June 12th for questioning over the money laundering case linked to the CMRL payoff case. This is the first time Veena has been summoned by the ED, and it comes after Pinarayi Vijayan's home was raided last month. Up next, the family of Tamil Nadu Minister Adav Arjuna has moved the Madras High Court against the ED's freezing of properties worth 910 crore rupees in a money laundering case linked to alleged lottery ticket sale irregularities that reportedly caused a loss to the Sikkim government. The appeals have been filed by his wife, Daisy Adav Arjuna, her parents, lottery baron Santiago Martin, and the AIA-DMK MLA, Leema Rose. Earlier, the family had approached a special tribunal which refused to overturn the ED's action. The High Court has now sought the agency's response. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please share your thoughts on today's episode in the comments section. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to share it and save the Above the Fold playlist so that you never miss an update.